I made a promise that we would be frugal with tax dollars, and we're well on our way to trimming the budget in a way that's going to make us a lean county machine.
St. Johns County Commissioners held their first budget and millage public hearing Wednesday night. The board voted unanimously to approve a tentative millage rate of 4.499, a reduction from last year's 4.6537. Vice Chair Clay Murphy.
Wednesday night in our budget hearing, we came to the conclusion that, and the board unanimously agreed, that the taxpayers needed relief. Even though we couldn't get to a full rollback, we were able to find a way to fund our fire service and their budget deficiencies by over $6 million while dropping the millage rate. So we are going to roll it back partially.
The overall county budget is listed at $1.9 billion, but Murphy explained that figure can be misleading.
You know, one of the things that people notice is we have a $1.9 billion overall budget, but about $700 million of that is money still in the bank from projects that we haven't spent yet. So we're only collecting about $1.2 billion for this budget year coming forward.
Some residents also voiced concerns about higher school taxes, but Murphy clarified that issue.
I've been getting a lot of emails from people upset about the millage rate increase. We went to the polls last year and we voted in a millage rate increase. So we voted for a tax increase specifically earmarked for the schools. We as a county commission do not have any control over the school's budget. So those tax increases are not on us.
The second and final county budget and millage hearing is set for Wednesday, September 15th at 5. Other taxing authorities will hold separate meetings. This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, conveniently located off I-95 at exit 311.
We've had a really amazing time visiting local companies like Borland Groomer.
As the House of Representatives returns to D.C., Congressman John Rutherford reflects on recess and tells Liz Ryan what he looks forward to.
He doesn't like the term recess, as he's been anything but idle. In August, he made many stops while he was down here in his district.
I went down and looked at the St. Augustine Airport. We're helping with some project funding there. They're expanding the southern entrance and the runway a little bit.
As far as his return to D.C., he's looking forward to seeing the effects of the One Big Beautiful Bill.
The first thing about this bill is it literally saves hardworking Americans from an historic tax increase. There's been no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. Also for our seniors, they will still pay the tax, but there will be a stipend delivered to them of $6,000 to pay that tax. But the biggest one, Liz, is child tax credit. That deduction is actually going to immediately go up to $2,200 per child. It's slated to go up to $2,500 by 2028.
And he addresses concerns about Medicaid cuts. He says they're not taking anyone who's truly qualified off Medicaid, but rather targeting fraud.
There's 1.2 million double dippers who are registered in 2 or more states. And there's tens of thousands, I believe it was, Liz, that are actually registered in 12 states. Then there's another 1.6 million double dipping by being in Medicaid and ACA. That's 2.8 million double dippers that we've got to get off the system that is there for those who really need it.
In other news, City of St. Augustine Beach Mayor Dylan Rumrell wants to hang out with you tomorrow.
Come out from noon to 4 p.m. to the St. Augustine Beach Pier and join me and my fellow beachers as we get ready to celebrate the last days of summer in the greatest city in America, St. Augustine Beach.
Things might get a little kooky.
A watermelon eating contest, a hula hoop contest, an ugly Hawaiian shirt contest, Liz, which you know I'm going to win that thing because that's all I wear. Put your toes in the sand, listen to music, eat some great food, and smile away the last few days of summer.
For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
The weekend is here and there's plenty of family fun to be had in St. Johns County. This is Stacy with Fun for Augie Kids.
Strike up some fun at the 4th Annual Strikeability Bowling Tournament. Every roll supports families impacted by disability. Hosted by Ability Tree First Coast, this inclusive event helps provide rest to our local community. Rally for recovery at Epic's 5th Annual Fair. There will be free family fun, food trucks, music, resources, and powerful stories that celebrate hope and healing. For more on these events and others, please visit us on our website at fun4augiekids.com. Have a great weekend.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's local morning news. I'm Rich Carroll.